Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. And today I just want to talk about, man, I was going through YouTube. Today I was looking at some YouTube videos, and I'm realizing everywhere that I'm going that there is a separation. There is the right and the left people. There is those who are spiritual and the non-spiritual. There is the black versus the white, whatever you want to, the vaxxed versus the unvaccinated. And I was wondering, why is it like this? Why are we separating ourselves into you versus me, stuff like that, you know? And when I look at life itself, it's linear. It's in a way that there is the negative, there is zero, and then there is the positive side of things. So as a human being, our life is all about life and death coming together to create us. We are the people, we are the experiencer of both the good and the bad, if you want. For example, when you have a seed and you sow it and you plant it into the soil, that seed is life. Then when it goes into the soil, it comes together within something that can help it to generate. So the body helps to generate to reveal what life is all about. So the body is more like an amplifier. It's an amp. It amplifies the amount of life that can be extended out of the seed of life that is inside this body, right? So I was just wondering, I was thinking about this. I'm like, okay, so that means these two things need each other. So we can't experience life without the body, without the eyes, without the skin, the five senses, the ears and all that. They are needed. But I see a lot of people in the spiritual community whereby we are fighting the body. We are fighting, oh, this will go away once, because that's what people are saying. They're saying the body will once perish. Okay, it will perish, but right now, where we are right now in this time, the body is needed. Life needs the body to express itself. Otherwise, without the body, life won't be able to express itself in the physical reality that we live in right now, right? Okay, we may say we have the spiritual side of things. Yes, we have the spiritual side of things, but the spiritual needs the body as the body needs the spiritual. That's why we have this life, the experience. So the life, whatever you experience, is like the tree of life. That's the tree of life. Then, so when the Bible talks about the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, it's talking about the experience that comes from being both good and bad. And as humans, that's why we have the yin and yang. We have the good and bad. We have the light and the darkness. That's how life is all about. So we are the life that comes. We are the result of life, coming into contact with death. Then we come up. That's why we have both. That's why living things die and vice versa. It's like a continuous cycle, death and life. So we are experiencing with the experiencer of both of those things. We are the product. We are the result of both life and death coming together. We are in the middle. So as a spiritual community, what I would advise and go ahead, and this is what my channel is gonna be promoting, is having a balanced life of knowing that this life we need each other. Let us look more of what are the good things that make what are the common things that we have between the left and the right, between the rich and the poor. What's the common thing that unites us? That's where we should be looking at. Because if we start looking at what are our problems and what issues we have, we are creating more division. But what about if we come together and talk about what are our similarities, what similar things we have all together, that will be more important and more helpful, and it will lead us in a proper and good way, and we'll be friendly to each other. And you don't have to feel good to know that you're good. You just have to know it. With time, things change. Today you like this, tomorrow you be in a different mood. Just even a couple hours, moods change. People have mood swings all the time. So nothing is constant in this life that we live in, whereby this linear life we live in, whereby we are a product of two masters, and there won't be a constant thing. The only constant is those two masters, the good and the bad, or the yin and the yang. They are the two constants. But as we're the product of those two constants coming together, connecting, we're the ones that connect those two constants. All right, without us, those two things can be together. So when that barrier is created and those two constants are no longer working together, that's what you call the separation. That's where the separation comes in, So I want us people to understand this. It's something small that I'm starting with. Life is both up and down. How do you know that you are white if there is no blackness? You know how you see how you need the other side to realize who you are. So this life of being a product of those two things is us just working out, trying to balance these two things, and not being overly extreme to the right or overly extreme to the left. So just staying balanced and just knowing that we are the product, we're the children of these two things coming together. Just as a woman and a man come together to have a baby, to produce, we're a product of both the negative and the positive. That's why we are electrical beings. It's electricity. You need both the negative and the positively charged sides to make electricity. So people, let us not just when we choose one side, it becomes hard. It's like we're fighting against each other, and it's not good. The life I would like to have is whereby all of us are happy together. We do things together. We help each other. We put our differences aside and just be, moving as a community together. I think that's why, because I see there's a spirit of separation at the moment, and I can feel it in the air. You just go and you just feel people, they don't know. And I think it's the media, it's what we see, the movies everywhere. They're trying to promote that so that we become separate, these people versus this. But it shouldn't be like that, people. Let us wake up, let us work together. In my channel, I've seen there's a lot of extremes to different sides. My channel is trying to see the commonalities between the two sides, between the two different sides. I want to bring out the common problems we have, or the common things that we can look at and try to relate to each other. Because when we try to relate to each other, different sides of the spectrum, then we'll have life. We'll start to connect. We'll start to talk to each other. We don't have to agree, but we can talk and realize, okay, these two, so that we can move forward. Because if you don't find that common ground, you won't move forward. So yeah, this is the first video I'm dropping on this channel, and there's more that's gonna come up. I'm more of like I want to inspire people. I just want to talk my mind. You just there's a community out there that are waiting to hear these words, even though it's one person, man. For me, it will make it worthwhile, even though it's one person just listening to this, and they can understand what I'm trying to say. You don't have to agree, but if you understand and you're like, okay, then my thing is successful, I'll be successful. All right, thanks, guys. I'll catch you in another one. Stay well.